I was gonna have you put them on and then I just then start it and have me talking.
Okay, well. You sure?
I can't do this much longer.
Okay. All right.
Welcome back, friends. Today I decided to do a book haul for the spring books that I got because I realized I haven't done one in a while. And this is pretty much everything I got for from February until the beginning of June. And I'm gonna have Ross come and take them off of me now before I hurt myself. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Whew. Okay, that was pretty heavy, and now that those are off of me, I can tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the very fastest book haul that I can possibly do. So these are gonna be like 15 seconds about each book, and my husband's gonna time me, okay? Roll the intro. Okay, so this was my birthday present from my husband in February. It's the complete box set of the Game of Thrones books, and they're all leather bound and they feel like dragon skin, and I'm obsessed with these books. These are the two books that I've gotten in my Owl Crate boxes since the last time I did a video. Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller. Oh, I can't talk because I'm so nervous. Okay, this is a book about a female pirate daughter of a person. Anyway, this is The Upside of Unrequited that I recently did a video for, and it's super cute, and I love this book. Okay, I went to the library sale recently, and I got this Our Life in Gardens. It's a nonfiction book about people who garden and some tips and tricks on that. Really excited to read it. I also bought it because it has a really pretty cover. This book I know absolutely nothing about, but it's called All the Birds Singing by Evie Wyld. It's just a really cool cover, and I thought it kind of matched my aesthetic recently, so I bought it even though I know nothing about the book at all. Three Willows by Anne Brashares. Oh, I got all of these at the library sale, by the way. Anyway, so this is Anne Brashares' Three Willows, which is a continuation of the Sisters of the Traveling Pants books. I loved those in high school, so I'm pretty excited to read this one finally. I don't know how to say this guy's name, but everybody knows who he is. He wrote the book Hoot and a whole bunch of other environmental books, and he kind of started my environmental binge when I was in high school, and I think this is a cool book, so I bought it because it was at the book sale. This is super nerdy of me, but I also got this at the book sale. It's called The Griffin and the Dinosaur, and it's a National Geographic book about this female historian who finds out that mythological creatures are sometimes based off of fossils that were found by ancient peoples. It's really cool. I read it in like one city, and it's awesome. This book, The People of the Book by Geraldine Brooks, I also got at the book sale, and I absolutely know nothing about this book either, but it was really pretty, so I bought this one too. I like books based on covers. I judge books by the covers all the time, even though you're not supposed to do that. This is a book by Jose Saramago, El Viaje del Elefante. I'm trying to learn Spanish. I learned it in college a little bit, but I am not very good at it. So I'm trying to read more books in Spanish, and I thought, oh, that's a cool cover. So sounds like me, doesn't it? The fourth Outlander book, Drums of Autumn. I like the color of this book a lot, so that's exciting because I was going to buy it anyway, and I found it at the book sale for $1, and that was exciting. My husband found an autobiography about Bob Dylan. I actually don't know if it's an autobiography. I just know it's about Bob Dylan, and he's kind of the love of my life, so I'm pretty excited to read this book. I need to read more nonfiction because I like it. The Elegance of the Hedgehog by Muriel Barbary. I don't really know that much about this book, but I've heard a few good things, and I've seen it on all kinds of bestseller lists, so I thought I'd give it a try. Tracy Chevalier, The Lady and the Unicorn. It has cool end papers. Like the inside of the book is really, really pretty. It's historical fiction and it has a unicorn in the title. So, I thought I'd give that one a try too. And when you can buy 11 or 12 books for $11, you just buy whatever you want to buy. I also got the book Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, which I really loved. If you're in the mood for science fiction, this is a really good one. It also has a lot of appreciation for art in it, so it's really cool. It has some Star Trek references. Loved this one. Okay, I recently bought The Night Circus from a friend. I've actually never read this, which is weird because everybody except me has read this book. So that's cool. I'm gonna finally catch up with all the cool kids. I bought this library copy of A Court of Mist and Fury. I didn't like the first book, but I decided to give the second book a try because everybody said the second book was better. So we'll see if it lives up to the hype. I found this super cool version of The Princess Bride in the library, or in the, not the library bookstore, the school bookstore, and I thought it was a pretty neat looking copy, and I like black and white books, and I love the movie, and I love the book, so why not? Let's see, what's next? Okay, I got The Girls by Emma Cline, which I got in one of the Book of the Month boxes, and I got it this month, even though it came out a year ago in their box, and I just really liked this book when I read it last year, so I thought I'd buy a copy of it. The Impossible Fortress by Jason Rekulak. It's kind of like a love letter to the 80s and to nerds and gaming, and so I thought that could be fun. It's outside of my normal wheelhouse when it comes to books. I don't really read a lot of stuff about gaming or computers. I read Felicia Day's book and I really liked it, so I thought I'll try something that's a little more nerdy, and I love the 80s. It's kind of like my fix until Stranger Things Season 2 comes out. A Million Junes by Emily Henry. I really loved her first book, The Love That Split the World, so I thought I'd give this one a try, and I've been pretty excited for it to come out, so I got it as an extra book in my June box. Hey, that's kind of cool, A Million Junes in my June box. Anyway, The Love Interest by Cale Dietrich, I don't know how to say his name, but this is a book that flips the spy narrative and the YA narrative on its head. I'm pretty excited to read this one. It's about these two male spies that get sent to make a female target fall in love with them, and some crazy stuff happens. I'm pretty excited to read that one. And We're Off. This by Dana Schwartz. This was in my Book of the Month box last month in May, and I don't know that much about it, but what I read on the website was that if you like Gilmore Girls, you'd like this book, because it's about a mother and a daughter who go on a road trip or some trip to Europe together or something like that. So it's about traveling and mothers and daughters, and I like both those things. So Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid that I just did a review for. I already read this one. It was really great. And yeah, this was in my June Book of the Month box. Lolly Willows by Sylvia Townsend Warner. I read this a little while ago. I got this in one of my March box or something like that. Anyway, this is a fun read if you're into independent women and witches. And finally, All Grown Up by Jamie Attenberg. I got this in my March box, I think, or something like that. Book of the Month box. It's an interesting read. If you're a fan of Joan Didion or, you know, that type of literary writing, you might like this book. It's pretty interesting to read. I read it in like an hour and a half because it's really short. So anyway, okay. I think I did pretty well on that one. So that was my spring book haul. I got a lot of books, as you can see. I'm pretty excited to read all of those. I haven't read most of them, and I mean, as for the Game of Thrones, I'm pretty much always reading a Game of Thrones book because they're 1,000 pages each. I think I'll be reading them all summer, no matter how many other books I read. I will keep you posted with my reviews of these books. Thanks for watching my book haul. Please like and comment if you have read any of these books. Let me know what you thought of them, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.
You okay?
I don't think I'll even be able to lift my hands, honestly.
No.
Oh! That was so awful. My hand was like...